Hey, one question before we start. Is it really necessary for us to have mints that have caffeine in them? I mean, seriously. Caffeinated mints? We're all addicts. Alright, everybody. And, yeah, I know my schedule's still a little off, and I apologize for it. But I've got a movie that you should watch, and so let's get started. And that's the movie for this week, of course, is going to be The Five Deadly Venoms. Get a nice shot of that there for you. Let that bright-ass blue light in the way. Anyway, Five Deadly Venoms is considered a Shaw Brothers classic. If you don't know what Shaw Brothers is, then you've probably been living underneath a rock or you've never watched a kung fu film in your life. They've done all of what you deem classic kung fu movies, and this movie right here is probably one of the best movies they ever made. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about Five Deadly Venoms. It's one of those classic tales about a dying master and the new student that he's trying to explain about how his old students were all taught to be these vicious killers and everything like this. And the Five Venom House is the place where he taught them and everything. And each one of them has a different style, and these styles are actually made up just for the movie. There's different kinds of kung fu and martial arts out there, but these were explicitly made just for the film. And so you see styles that you've never seen before, and you see guys doing just crazy stuff. And each of them have a name that's after some sort of venomous something, like the scorpion, or the toad, the gecko, and the snake, and all this other stuff. And basically, the master has taught these guys to be these expert killers. But the last student, he's only taught most of their styles too. So this last guy is kind of got like a whole rainbow effect of all these different styles. But he can't beat these guys alone. And so before the master dies, he tells him that he's got to find this other student. And this one student he's going to have to combine forces with to defeat the other guys. And I'm really not doing it justice by talking about it right here. It's probably, like I said, the best movie I've seen kung fu-wise in a long time. And the funny thing was when it was released overseas, it was a bomb. Nobody liked it. And these guys that played the Venoms, as they call themselves, or the Venom Mob, or the Venom Gang, I believe, they've become famous in America, though, because when it was released over here, everybody loved it. And so it's one of those things where it's become kind of a part of our pop culture, even though in its home country it was not received well whatsoever. And so if you get a chance, you really should check it out. It's an enjoyable kung fu film. There's not a whole lot of fights, but the ones that are in it are packed full of action. It's a guy movie if I ever saw one. And I really think you're going to enjoy it and everything. Plus the commentary is with a guy who's an expert on Asian filmmaking. And sometimes it's enjoyable to go ahead and just turn off the sound and listen to that guy talk for 2 hours. I mean, this guy can point out every single actor and where they came from and what other films they were in. And he even includes the rules for a drinking game if you're really down and out and you really think you need to do that. But that's pretty much your movie to watch this week. I'm going to use the last bit of this because I've got just a little time before the end of the video to say I know that the band vlog hasn't been put out yet, and we had a great trip, and I got some video and stuff. The problem is I just haven't had a chance to edit it together due to the fact that this is one of those fast weeks at work where I'm not doing my supervisor stuff. I'm actually just doing normal peon work, and therefore I haven't got a chance to do it. But I did get some good stuff. I got some great pictures, and you guys are going to enjoy it. You just got to let me put it together, and then I've got to do a video to bridge the gaps between the pieces because I have about 5 or 6 pieces of video, and then I'm going to have to, like I said, mesh it all into one cohesive whole. So, in retrospect, this has been Movies You Should Watch. 5 Deadly Venoms, folks. Check it out once again. That way you can see it there without that harsh blue light. This is me telling you what to watch, and I'll be seeing you